Hey there, YouTubers. Omki or Excalibur here, welcoming you to the second part of my tribute to Bruce Timm cartoons. Today we're going to be looking at Superman, the animated series, and the fourth season of Batman, the animated series. After the success of the first three seasons of Batman, the animated series, surprisingly, it seemed that Bruce Timm and his team were not going to get a fourth season. So they just started developing a new show based off of Superman. Now they had a really hard time figuring out how this show is going to work. Superman. Depending on what continuity you read, he can move entire planets easily. So how does he fight villains? Well, after a little while, they started developing certain rules for him. First up, they were not going to go with the 1940s look that the Batman animated series had. So the team went with a more modern look of Bruce Timm's style. And they also based their designs off of a 1950s deco. Secondly, they wanted to restrict Superman's powers. Because he was too powerful. What fun would that be for the audience, right? Now, during the production, they ran out of time for to make an actual opening sequence like they did for Batman the Animated Series. So they just kind of threw together a bunch of clips from the actual episodes and made a montage. However, it still worked. And just to add to this, the theme song, if you listen to it, you can sing Superman to the entire thing. Try it sometime. It's kind of fun. Again, they gathered together an impressive cast, with Tim Daly as Superman, Clancy Brown as Lex Luthor, and lastly, Michael Ironside as my pick of the biggest baddie in the DC universe, Darkseid. Bruce Timm and the team made the character Dan Turpin, created by Jack Kirby, to look and act like, well, Jack Kirby, the world's most influential comic book artist. They even dedicated a whole two-parter episode to him. Now, like Batman the Animated Series, this show created, a few characters for the series that made their way into the comic books, like Marcy, who was, Lex Luthor's, right-hand woman, as well as the villainess Livewire. But they didn't make as big of a splash as Harley Quinn. Damn, she's still hot. Anyways, that's really all I got for this time around. Stay tuned until next time, where I actually look at the Superman series as well as I talk about a little background of the Batman series and all that jazz. So until then, this is Omki Excalibur saying, take it easy, guys, and it's easy. Take it twice. Later.